Hi guys, this is the Innovative Minds tutor. So in this video guys, we are specifically going to look at functions, right? So let's see. If you take a look at your study guide, it's very important guys, go through it and check. So today I want us to talk about a graph that involves an arithmetic sequence. Let's take a look at page 96. At page 96. Well, let's see. What are we getting now? So in most cases, guys, arithmetic sequence involves a graph of a straight line. As you can see from this graph there, it forms a graph of y is equals to 2x plus 1. The graph is y is equals to 2x plus 1. Starting at 1, we constantly add 2. So the function is a description of the situation such as the following. So today I want us to talk about finding an equation of a linear function. So that's what we are going to talk about here. So guys, we'll also learn about how to sketch the graph of a linear function. Yes, let's, without wasting time, let's get to today's video. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. You only subscribe once. And thank you for those of you who had subscribed. We are growing as a community. Let's share the video, let's share the link. Yes, as we are preparing for our final examination, starting from the month of September and October, we will be working with typical exam questions from the previous question papers. So let's get to today's video. Consider you are having y is equals to, okay, let's consider this is y is equals to mx plus c. So this is the standard form of a linear function. Okay, this is standard form of a linear function. Okay, so in which m stand for a gradient. M stand for a gradient, in which c stand for y-intercept. Okay, so consider we were given 2 points here. Maybe let's say you're given 2 and 1. That's A, and B we're given -3 and 1. So we need to find an equation. So to find an equation, you must have 2 points here. So, but first thing first, you have to calculate the gradient. So the gradient will be change in y, change in x. This is delta, so it means change in y, change in x, change in y divided by change in x. So it means it will be the difference of y2, the difference of y1, and x2, the difference of x2 and 1, right? So you will first name the first x coordinate is you are going to name it x1, and the second one you are going to name it x2. Then this one y1, and as well this is y2. So let's plug them in this formula. So y2 is 1. What is y1? Y1 is 0. Okay, I just want to avoid zeros here. Let me just put 2 as well here. So we will say okay, our y2 will be 2 minus 1. Okay, we're still on the same track. Then x2 it's -3, and we have x1, which is, it will be 2, so it will be -2, remember? So okay, we are still on the same track, guys. We just have to find the gradient first. So what is 2 minus 1? 2 minus 1, that will be 1, and -3 minus 2, that will be -5. So we said 2 minus 1 is 1, -3 minus 2, that's -1/5. Okay, that's the gradient. We've already found the gradient. When your gradient is negative, it means that your function, when the gradient is negative, it means that m is less than 0. So in most cases, it will be a decreasing function. it will not be an increasing function. So you will always, when a gradient is negative, your graph will be a decreasing graph, right? So let's go to our standard equation and substitute. We've already calculated that the gradient is negative 1 all over 5x, okay? So we need to find c, which is the y-intercept. So you can take, it's either a, you can substitute a, or you can substitute b. So let's take, for instance, we were to substitute a. So it will be 2 and 1, and this is x, remember your 1 here, and this is y. Then you will then substitute where you see y, you're gonna put 1 here, and where you see x, you're gonna put this will be negative 1 over 5, okay, multiply by 2 plus c. So in which, when you work it out, it's the same as negative 2 all over 5 plus c, which is 1. So we could just take negative, we can take negative 2 all over 5 to the other side, in which we are going to have 1 plus 2 all over 5, which is equals to c. So when you work it out, the fraction here, the LCD will be 5. Then it's the same as having 1 divided by 1. 1 times 5, it's 5. 1 times 5, it's 5. 1 plus 2, 1 times 2 is 2. So yeah, so let's see what is our c there. So what is 5 plus 2? That is 7. So we're going to have 7 all over 5. So indeed, it will be negative 1 all over 5x plus 7 all over 5. So that's how you can get an equation. First thing, guys, you have to calculate the gradient. When you're working with this, find the gradient, then also find the c value, which is the y-intercept in this case. So this is how you can work it out. This is how you can work it out, guys. So in our second video, let's talk about sketching. Let's talk about sketching on our second video. So in this video, we were focusing on finding an equation of a linear function. Well, if you're new to this channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe. You only subscribe once, and remember, we love you.